If we did keep the Adria on the drive, but somebody wanted to come and visit us, the Adria can just be moved to where it is now, which we'll show you in a moment. I'm dirty. I'm messy. It's the start of a new video. This could be an interesting video. If you're a new viewer here, remember you can like, comment and subscribe to this video if you wanted. If you've not already done so. Right, I've not been filming. I've been out for the last couple of hours and I'm on the drive. So if you were watching fairly recently with myself and Lee, we were down here and we were scraping and scraping and more scraping and scraping and scraping and scraping. Anyway, I've done even more scraping and pretty well jet washed all the drive apart from that corner there, which is where we had it all puddled over 2 weeks ago now when Lee was doing the jet washing, and most of the moss and grass and all the rest of it is now up. So what I'm going to do, and so I've been absolutely caked in it. I've been at this for a couple of hours and started up at the top of the drive, and you can see all the loose stuff. Probably see all the loose stuff. I'm going to get the brush and brush that down. All being well, in the next hour this will sort of dry off. Then get this corner down here, final jet wash over. So I don't know if you remember all the pile of mud there, but that's all been cleared up today. And then as this video goes on, which is going to go on till this video is going to go into tomorrow, all being well, you notice the Gobur's out of the way. This will be dried out and then I can get some sand down, some sharp sand, and start to sand the drive. So this vlog could end up being an interesting vlog. Myself and Sandra have been doing quite a bit of talking and we've been making some decisions going forward, and if Sandra's up for it, because tomorrow we should be having a home day, we might reveal some ideas and plans we've got going forward. Right, there's a bag of kiln dry, bit of sharp sand, nice and dry. I'm probably going to need another bag. That's everything back down there. Probably doesn't look any different as you're looking at this, but that should all dry off now and be ready to sand it. So I just need to bring in the Crando, give it a quick jet wash at the back. It's got quite a bit of splash back. I'll just give the Gobur a quick go over. Let's pull the car down the drive. Right, everything back on the drive, and I think I'm going to get a glass of water. I'm going to change my clothes, give my face a wipe and wash, and nip and go and get another bag of kiln dry sharp sand. Right, and that'll probably be it as far as videoing here today goes. It's a beautiful day. It's a sunny day. It's still probably, I haven't got warm now, but it's still a bit of an easterly wind, isn't it? Coming off the North Sea.
It's alright when you're moving.
Every day I'm moving. Right, so I started the video off about the drive. So a couple of comments were going on about don't jet wash the drive because you'll end up putting the stuff out between the slabs and blocks and all the rest of it, which I've not done. So if you look carefully, you see here, this is mainly still in. But what we are doing now is we have got some kiln dry sand, so we are going to re-sand the whole drive, and because it's sand it'll stop moss growth and weed growth. So Lee's cracking on with that, aren't you, Lee? Look, it's looking a bit like a beach here at the moment. And then myself and Sandra, we're going to put up the Gobur again. As we'll have a chat inside. There's some decisions have been made going forward, which we'll explain as the video goes on. I'm really dry. I've getting some hay fever this year. I've had a headache the other day and I've got a bit of one now as well. It's strange, isn't it?
It's been a while since we put it up before, so I can't remember now how we did it.
No. So what we have got back in here. So there's another bag of kiln dry sand I got yesterday. So we do have a massive book of words, and we have got a step-by-step guide to putting it up. Carrying on with that. Right, Sandra, we've got the Gobur all set back up, and those that have not been in here before, we're inside the Gobur. So that's the motor mover. Loads of paperwork, tons of paperwork, loads and loads and loads of paperwork. 2 sets of keys. So there's a toilet, vanity basin, hot and cold water, fridge, cooker, underfloor heater. There's a Zig unit, electric sockets, and everything all comes in here as it is at the moment. So the Gobur, it's right. So those that have been following our journey, so if you're new here, we'll just very quickly explain what's been going on with our lifestyles. So I used to be a campsite warden, and for 5 years, up to November 2024, got that right, haven't I? Yeah. I basically lived in a touring caravan in Adria, beautiful caravan. I spent 5 years wardening, which is the equivalent of spending 4 years living full-time in a caravan. So
you'd be home over winter?
Yeah, home over winter, and everything. So when the season came to a close last year, we were talking about what we were going to do with the Adria Caravan, because at that point of time I was
caravanned out.
I was going to say, yeah, that was the exact word I was going to use, but there must be another word. I was trying to think of another word for caravan out. I wasn't really inspired to be wanting to spend any more time in a caravan, but I knew that wandering star within us would come back.
Well, there's that aspect, and we also wanted to keep a unit for when we have visitors or family staying that might want their own bit of space as well. So there's that aspect as well. Yeah.
So at this point of time, the touring caravan was on our drive. We've got a huge drive. Our drive can fit 7 cars on it. So we're not short of space. But where we were also conscious was, if somebody wanted to come to visit us in a camper van and the Adria was on the drive, it's starting to get a bit tight. And at this point in time, what was that word? Caravanned out. I was a bit caravanned out. So we were thinking of what step forward could we go? And this Gobur folding caravan came up. I won't go into full details on how it came up or anything, but it came up. And I said to Sandra, well, this could be an answer if it'll fit in our garage. So we measured the garage, and it takes up an entire side of the garage, but it did fit in the garage. So I said, well, that's great now, because we can get the Adria, get rid of it. If anybody wants to come and stay with us, we can pull the Gobur in and out, because as I say, the problem with the Adria was the storing it on the drive. So that was where all this was coming from. As I say, we got this, and it's a cracking caravan. It's got everything with it. There's an awning with it, and table, and it's got the toilet in it, and hot and cold water and everything. And it's
snug when it's up. It is fine.
Yeah, you can see it. It's up in 5 minutes. So then what happened was, some of you that were watching will have noticed, I thought, I wonder if the Adria Caravan would go around the back of the house. That was a challenging afternoon. Anyway, it wouldn't go quite round the back because of the greenhouse. But what I did learn, which we hadn't really considered when we bought the Gobur, was if we did keep the Adria on the drive, but somebody wanted to come and visit us, the Adria can just be moved to where it is now, which we'll show you in a moment where things are. And that wasn't really on the equation, was it?
So what Sandra tried to say, but Neil wasn't having it, but what I tried to say was temporarily to put the Adria where it is at the moment, and then just do a trial camp in this one and just see how we got on with it was my suggestion. Really.
I thought we would struggle with Adria. Anyway, obviously the ground is quite firm where it is, and he went over there in 5 minutes. So the conclusion that we've come to is, if we do need to move the Adria off the drive for any reason, the lady next door is also offered storage space. Funny enough, she said if we wanted to do anything, although there's a canopy so that we wouldn't get the Adria on there. But if we did want to free up the drive, it's only a 2-minute job to move the Adria to where it is now, and we cleared the. There used to be some rose bushes on there and everything, wasn't there?
Well, there was a massive. I'm not even sure what type of bush that we had dug out over winter. So it's just grass now. So
that was partly done in case we wanted to move the caravan, and we pulled out some trees about. Anyway, it's all ended up clicking into place that we didn't realise it was going to click into place the way it's clicked into place. But it clicked into place. So the conclusion we've come to is we're going to sell the Gobur, and we've never actually had a trip. We were going to have a trip out in it, but
because those that have been watching for a long time will also remember that I spent a huge amount of my summer doing car boot sales and getting rid of all the rubbish and clearing out the garage, and then we got to the point where there was lots of space in the garage, and then we filled all the space with the Gobur, which is, to be honest, not that great. And then my work bench area is just a bit squished with the Gobur in there as well.
Yeah, so I think we'll touch down on that, because we will show you the garage now, and we'll show you what. So we had put some things into the Gobur in preparation to go away, but we've now decided that we're going to do it. I'm going to do it today. I'm a man on a mission. We're going to refold this up, put everything back in here. There's an awning and stuff that needs to come into here, and we will be putting it on the market at some stage. I'm not sure when, but we are going to be selling the Gobur. We're going to store it on the front piece of grass. So again, those that were watching ages ago will notice that we temporarily put it there to see whether it would fit, didn't we? So we can sit there now because the daffodils are all dying off, so I've just been deadheading daffodils. So the Gobur, long live the Gobur that never lived.
So it's just one of them, you try things, and then we discussed it. I thought, well, personally I would miss the fixed bed, which the Adria has. It's been.
Oh yeah, sorry. Let's just
nice to have.
Sorry, let's just explain some of the other reasons. So that, I think, is one of the prime reasons for this. So this is fine, but the Adria has got. Again, we'll give you a look into it this afternoon, all being well, if you've not seen it already. It's got a dinette table, separate kitchen. It's got a shower and a toilet. This one hasn't got a shower. It's got a toilet but no shower. But best of all, there's a fixed bed. So if I'm up at night, I can sit down and Sandra can go to bed, and we're quite separate from each other, aren't we?
With earplugs.
With ear.
That's not what I meant.
Oh, for me?
You don't do it so much, or sometimes you have the telly on really late, or you're watching videos.
I'm not going to be honest. I'm not going to put a television in the Adria.
I don't need one.
No, I'm not going to put one in. Everything I do is on a laptop or phone or tablet. So we will show you things, but yeah, it was the fixed bed and the space which we come to the conclusion, and now we can do it. And the caravan's lovely. I think we've had that coming up to 10 years, you know. So we've had it a long time, and it's a beautiful caravan. And we did, before as a warden, we did go, not actively looking at caravans. We thought, oh, we'll get something a bit more modern, but we never actually found a layout like that, did we? So there is a newer version of it which has got a hot air heating system, but when we've got our heater in it, so I've lived in it for 5 years. So there you go. Long live the Gobur. So if you've never seen it before, again, it's all the lights, it's got the cupboards, these all come down, so we're not plugged in at the moment. You've got your curtains, there's water heater on there, table here that sits on here, there's a zig unit, 3-way fridge, cupboards, cutlery drawer and stuff, and locker, and more cupboard space, and lots of cupboard space, wardrobes, hanging wardrobes, can't get my finger in, arthritis is winning. Oh, it's that way, that's why. Wardrobe here, a little hanging rail on the top. That's what them other pieces of wood for.
Smoke alarm as well.
Yeah, there is a smoke alarm which is there. So I was just trying to think what them pieces of wood were for. They're for the shelves, so you can have it as a hanging or shelving. Yeah. Anyway, we've now got to put all this away, but more so we've got to put it all away with an awning and things like that, which I'm not too sure where everything is going to go. So we're going to try and crack on and not get too stressed. Sandra's blown her nose. Right, so
that's better.
We've got all these bits here. We'd emptied the Adria, including some things here and here and here. So because we were going to sell the Adria in the beginning of the year, the Adria has also got, so come in here, it's got a great big full-size awning, which is now back in the Adria, which now needs to come out. And I've got a lightweight weekend awning, which we'll put under the seats. Those I've been watching the vlogs will remember my trusty porch awning, pole porch awning, which is a bit, I'm not going to be putting that up just unless we're going on like a week's holiday or something. But the task now is to bring the Adria back on the drive. So Lee's just finishing sanding that area. We need to go and get another bag of sand. But if you come over here now, if you're a new viewer, we'll just show you what the situation is. So that's the Gobur stored on there, so it's out of the way, it's quite low profile, and then the Adria we know sits on there. And then we mentioned that if anybody in the camper van wants to come and stay with us, or a motorhome or whatever, even a caravan, we have got a hookup point we've had installed. And then the task that we had was getting the Adria, which is over there, over here. So I know we've got a plank, so the jockey wheel's got to go over, and then we'll just give you a quick shifty at where the Adria is now. So the Adria, if anybody did come stay with us or whatever, we can put it here, and even to an extent that if anybody wanted to stay in the Adria here, we can run an extension cable or even a power bank into here. So I've just cranked up the corner steadies, put the leisure battery on, need to put the isolator on, and all being well, we'll have some Adria manoeuvres in the daylight. pause for food. Bacon and eggs. How's your bacon and egg, Lee? Sandra's just on bacon. Probably going to have a salad for tea. Well, yesterday, guess what? There's a shortage of, Lee.
What?
Lettuces. There's no lettuces available. What are we going to do? Tragedy. Yeah, it's super weird. I've been back in the Adria, but not really back in the Adria. But we're putting things back in the Adria. We weren't going to be having the Adria. I need to get a fiberglass repair kit for this door. It's slightly loose.
Slightly.
Yeah, no, it's we just need, I think, a fiberglass repair kit.
Hanging by a thread.
We'll do that. And it's really super strange because we've had this for so long. We sort of know where things used to live, isn't it? So just instinctively doing things. But we need to get some tea towels for the mugs and stuff. Right, I've got a lightweight porch awning somewhere. Which needs to go under the bed. Well, it's out there, Lee. It's taken, how long's that taken? About 4 hours. 3 o'clock now, isn't it? It's not at 11. Right, so the day we want some wind, there isn't any wind. Anyway, that's all done. Probably doesn't look much difference, but a bit of a breeze. It'll be all back on. Front locker's open at the moment, and I've got a catch there I'm going to get Sandra to have a look at. I've got a little list of things we need. Tea, coffee, ketchup, loo rolls, washing up liquid, dishcloths, kitchen roll, phone chargers, and recommissioned the Adria. How weird is this? Living in it. Strange. Yeah, Rashi, you just do enjoy just sitting outside in the long, cool grass. There used to be the campsite. She used to sit in the garden. We used to have a tree once. We used to call it the Rasher tree. You're quite content just sitting out there, aren't you, Rasher? How are you? You a happy dog? Oh! It's an effort to get up when you've been having an afternoon siesta, isn't it? Can't Lee? Sandra's got no idea how lucky she's had me. I bought that for her. And guess what? I bought her another one there. Look at that there. Look at that. She's no idea how lucky she is to have me, actually, Lee. I think Sandra's back. I think. Oh, hang on a minute. She's reversing slowly. We were just sat down. We were having a bit of a family. Can you guess? Can you guess? We heard some music in the distance. How did the music go, Sandra? It went oof. How did it go? Ding, ding, ding. Like an ice cream van. And guess what we found? And guess what we discovered? Look at that. I don't remember hearing ice. This time last year, I wasn't here on a Saturday. So does ice cream man only come on Saturdays? It's very good having Saturdays off. Right, sorry, we're having a bit of a chat about what we need for the caravan, but we're having a break for ice cream and a flake, a 99. How's everybody's ice creams?
Good.
All okay. Right, okay, right. So another thing that's been happening today as well, so we should mention, you got a milestone birthday coming up shortly, haven't you, Sandra?
Well, not that soon, but yeah, coming up this year.
Well, July. We're in April, aren't we? How old are you going to be? How old are you going to be in July, Sandra?
Very old.
How old do you think Sandra's going to be in July, Lee?
I'm not sure.
Well, I would guess. How old am I?
Like 63?
No, 37, Lee. 37, Lee. Not 73, 37. You're going to be 60-year-old so-and-so, aren't you? That is really old. So what I need to know now is, when do I become 36 so I can have my 37th birthday? So if I'm 37 now, the day before my birthday, do I become 36?
Yeah.
Right, anyway, we're having a party somewhere. I think you booked a hall, haven't you? Is there going to be dancing?
Decisions to be made. Billy's have got a venue.
Maybe we could reminisce and maybe have a first wedding dance that you missed last time. Right, so we've been sat in the Adria, and I think we need to be thinking about going somewhere soon, very soon. Where do you think we should have our very first caravan holiday in over 5 years in Lincolnshire? We're going to have to pay. I'm not paid to be on a campsite for over 5 years. Where should we go? I think we need to be thinking about. I think we need to go miles away from here, a long way away. But we need what we need is if you know anywhere, I need a caravan site that's got electric, water, chemical disposal, a toilet block, a facility block, somewhere that's near a walk, somewhere near some shops, maybe some takeaways, a chip shop. We need a chip shop nearby, a co-op, maybe a pub, maybe a pub or two within walking distance. Where on earth could we go to that ticks all of them boxes? We'll have to get on to Pitch Up or UK campsites. Right, let's talk about rivers. Let's get down to the river. Right, so we're just down the road from where we live, and we're just having a little walk down by the river. I'm gonna lay down my sword and shield down by the riverside. Down by, do you know that song, Lee?
No.
Sandra didn't know that song. I sang it to you. Where were we? Stourport, wasn't it? Stourport. I was going to lay down my sword and shield down by the riverside. So we're down by the riverside currently, and everything. But I think on an absolute beautiful spring morning where the daffodils are in full bloom, the tulips are all up, I think we'll end today's vlog here. Where should we end today's vlog, Lee?
Here.
And what can people do if they wanted to sort of get onto our channel a little bit more frequently?
Like, comment, and subscribe.
What are they going to do, Sandra?
Well, we always like to read your comments, so please do. We always appreciate a thumbs up and a like, and if you do enjoy the content, please do subscribe.
Like, comment and subscribe. Hope you've enjoyed that. As ever, like Sandra said, we do love to read your comments. And for our new subscribers, thanks ever so much for being with us on our little journey in our new Lincolnshire. Oh, I need to write a song. You know what I need to do, Sandra? I need to compose a song all about living in Lincolnshire with you, walking on the sea and blue sky and seagulls and birds cheeping. Wouldn't that be wonderful if I did something like that for you, Sandra?
Go for it.
Who thinks I should write Sandra a song? Anybody? Does anybody think I could write Sandra a song? Right, we'll love and leave you. Take care. Look after yourselves. Keep smiling.